Shining better. Okay. For now, let's play finally Morvaine. Episode 4, Season 1. Play. Episode 4 of 14. Criminal Hub. The road leads Kira to Morvaine, a city where every alley hides a dangerous secret. Last time, guys, we realized that Fox was near us. Yes. Listen carefully. You don't become a criminal by accident. First, there is a need. Like a hunger that can't be satisfied. It keeps itching constantly. Like phantom pain or a scar that never heals. It whispers that the world owes you. And little by little, that whisper throws out every other sound. The episode contains unpleasant details of criminal life, but you may choose to read them in full or skip them. I prefer full descriptions. Kira squeezes the mask in her palms. It's the first time she's seen it this close, without digital noise or flickering screens. Real, solid, deathly cold. The black eye sockets stare straight at her. Before, I might have thought he was far away, or that he was just some virtual character someone hired to stalk me. But this mask, it means he's already here, in Morvaine, right next to her. She slowly raises her gaze, boring into the faces of her companions. Suspicions swarm in her mind. One of them. But who? Kaiden? Isaac? Laura? Or Phantom? Which one of you is Fox? Fear spreads into her fingers in a sticky tremor, drowning out the anger. Kira thrusts her hand forward, showing them the mask. Tension rings in her voice. Who brought this? And just happened to forget it. And just happened to forget it in the car so mockingly. She catches the slightest muscle twitch, waits for an extra breath, an involuntarily gesture, or that same self-assured smirk she's imagined so many times. But the faces of the four remain impenetrable. Phantom displays bored indifference. Kaiden arches, irks. Fuck. I have no idea how to read that word. A brow in confusion. Like arcs. I think it's arcs. Kaiden arcs a brow in confusion. Isaac maintains his usual composure, and Laura narrows her eyes, meeting her suspicion with a suspicion of her own. What is that? A mask? You tell me, Isaac, what is that? Arching. Oh, спасибо. Kinks aren't my thing. No one of the four admits to it. Kira feels anger swelling inside her. One of them is blatantly lying right now. She squeezes the damned plastic so hard her fingers turn white. And no one takes responsibility. They stop by a bent road sign. On the rusted metal, in toxic green spray paint, someone has scrawled, "New arrivals await here." Is Fox playing with me? He couldn't have just accidentally left the mask in the car. He wanted me to know he is here. But why? To scare her? To test her limits? Or is it simply some twisted pleasure watching her trash around in search of the truth? Is Fox truly not afraid of her at all? Among criminals, it is not hard to find a weapon. Her mind desperately searches for hints, clues, inconsistencies. Kaiden. Could it be him? Kira replays their first meeting in her head. The first one to greet her at the coordinates Fox had left was sitting on a motorcycle, admiring the pinkish dawn. He was waiting. The only question was he waiting for a car heading to Morvaine or to her? Or for her? Of course he was waiting for a car! Kaiden can't be a fox. I don't believe it. I don't believe he can. He introduced himself as a crime blogger, though the girl doesn't remember seeing his face anywhere. Besides, traveling to Morvaine for an interview with a killer? That sounds strange. Why did I believe him? Maybe even his friendliness is just an extension of the mask, a skillful lie. Your sympathy for Kaiden makes you hesitate. The only thing stopping her from passing judgment is the feeling she experiences when she's near him. Her intuition insists Kaiden doesn't seem like someone who could coldly break into her apartment, toss the place apart, and steal her laptop. He doesn't have Fox vibe. Yes, he doesn't, but Isaac have. Kira feels that he doesn't. I also feel he doesn't. The girl shifts her suspicious gaze to the next one, Isaac, and mentally begins awaiting him instead. You hear, guys, even the music started to play this way. By the way, I don't know how this story will end, so we really don't know who is the fox, because that story is not ended still. Yeah, it's very strange that the music started to play when Isaac... Or maybe you are Fox. It's too much of coincidence that they met at the sharing the pain meeting, and afterward, by sheer chance, he ends up in the same car heading for Morvaine. And he shows up in my life right after I hijack the account. He's strange, and a streamer on top of that. And what? What's wrong with streamers? Everything is okay with streamers? He definitely seems like the type of quiet loner who blows a fortune on a game. Maybe those streams are about that very game? I don't know. What also unsettles her is how he appears at the wasteland. He said he heard her voice and came over. Kira clearly remembers there was no one around at the time. No, nothing strange about me, which means he lied. And his story about his missing younger brother, the constant confusion about his age, what is that? Real pain or a poorly memorized lie? Your sympathy for Isaac makes you doubt your suspicions. Though Fox trashed my apartment in a fit of rage, while Isaac didn't bat an eye at the sight of a corpse. And what, you think he can't do it? Hi, hello, welcome. He doesn't seem like someone who had be overwhelmed by emotion, and Fox feels too impulsive for that kind of deep cold. Fox was cold also all the time. You just steal his account. Of course, he became so, and maybe he didn't made it with his own hands. You guys are great. Oi. Fox and Isaac are talking like the same. Even the main character only has suspicions about Isaac. The attention shifts to Laura and Phantom. Or maybe it's you. He staged the trash on an empty road. He scraped his sports car along the turret wall without suffering any serious injuries. Just a couple of dramatic scratches to complete the image. And besides, it's not him, girl. He have another character than Fox have. Fox have another character. It can't be him. He's living another life. Fox have only this account and you. That's all that he have. He's all the time sitting at home and have a time for playing games with you when you have a time. And this Phantom is all the time in his club. It's impossible him to be a Fox. He doesn't look like a gamer. You're the only one who didn't have a mask. He doesn't need a mask. He's breaking the rules, girl. What's the matter? Did you forget your Fox mask? Girl, it's not him. She catches his gaze, trying to see past the smirk, to find the very guy who turned her life upside down. Of everyone under suspicion, only one single figure remains. Laura. Laura don't care about you, really. She doesn't care, doesn't. At first, the thought seems absurd to her, almost wild. Laura is a girl and Fox always presented himself differently. But is that really so? In the digital world, it's easy to fake your gender. Though all your calls, she never once saw his face, only heard a voice distorted by a mask. Things like that are easy to recreate with the right software. Laura talked about an army of the most unhinged ones. She certainly seems impulsive enough to break into an apartment. Girl, she will not do that. We don't really know nothing about Laura, but she sure doesn't look like a gamer. She was in a gaming club, but only because she was waiting for Morvaine car. She was the only one who knew for sure that at the club we were supposed to find someone in a mask. Where did that knowledge come from? Laura doesn't look like a Fox. Fox was a guy anyway. Thanks for follow. Fox is a guy. 100% Fox is a guy. It can't be Laura. Laura doesn't look like a person who will do that. Only Isaac looks like him. Yes, she's masculine, but anyway, she doesn't look like a person who will, you know. Laura hadn't even seen Oz at that point. Kira shifts her gaze to the mercenary. Laura stands with her weight shifted onto one leg. What? Nothing. Fox is a poser. He wants me to figure him out. I reacted to him, right? So I need to play the element of surprise. Step up and hand the mask directly to one of them. As if I already know everything, as if I've seen through him. She weighs her chances, shifting her gaze from one face to another. The silence in Morvaine presses in on her eardrums, broken only by the distant scraping of metal. Pros, maybe I'll catch that split-second glitch in the system, find out Fox's identity right now. Cons, if I miss, he will realize I'm going in blind. He will be even more careful to keep a straight face. She considers who suits this mask best. Yeah, Mirai vibes. You can choose any option, but only the first will affect the story. Of course, it is the Isaac. And I'll take the risk. She takes a few sharp, deliberate steps and stops right in front of Isaac. I don't know how to name him. Here, take what is yours. Gave it to Phantom the first time before all that detective work from you. Thought he was the only one who is mean and not to Fox stuff. Isaac silently takes the mask with his fingers. Slowly, almost lazily, he lowers his gaze, inspecting the empty black eye sockets as if looking at an old acquaintance. Then, just as calmly, he looks back at the girl, his expression unchanged. It's heavy. It's so strange. It's so strange that he reacted this way, really. Like, not like, why are you giving that to me or something else? No, just, it's heavy. Not even a reaction. Other reactions are not that strange. Yes, Isaac is just really strange. Phantom doesn't give a fuck, for example. It's heavy. Do you give it to me? Hell no. No obvious reaction. Only Isaac's characteristic coldness bordering on absolute emotionlessness. This isn't what she wants to see. Instead of the triumph of exposure, another annihilating wall. I need to think a bit more. I think, okay, let's just read how other people will react. Kaiden. I will take the risk. She takes a few sharp, deliberate steps and stops right in front of Kaiden. Here, take what's yours. What? Kaiden looks at the outstretched mask in confusion, shrugging. It's not mine. Though it's rather nice. The ornamentation has a neo-Asian feel, expensive craftsmanship. He's just surprised. I see no embarrassment or... She fixes her gaze on his pupils, searching for the slightest flicker. If it's him, the mask should trigger at least a hint of recognition or triumph. But Kira notices nothing. I need to think a bit more and try to give a mask to the Laura. She takes a few steps in front and stops in front of the Laura. Here, take what is yours. Laura or Eric's. Oi. You wrote me how to say that word. I already forgot. Arches. An eyebrow in puzzlement. A sharp, cold, vertical crease slowly forms on her face. She frowns, unimpressed by the gesture. You've got something mixed up. Bandanas are more my style. Practical, not for show. Kira bites this inside of her lip, trying to read her expression. It's shifted from bored expectation to irritation. She's a little angry, but angry like I'm criticizing her taste, not accusing her of blackmail. Her pressure crashes against a wall of blunt pragmatism. Think a bit more. It's Phantom, and I'll take the risk. Kira steps forward. Phantom nearly touching his chest with the edge of the mask. She waits, expecting him to flinch, to give himself away with even the slightest gesture. Here, take what is yours. Huh. The man lowers his gaze, letting it slide over Fox's plastic face, and a strange, undefined emotion slowly spreads across his lips. I didn't expect anyone to risk handing me a mask after that poor soul. Damn, and he killed someone just a few hours ago. Worse, he did it casually for no reason. What happened in the tunnel flashes through her mind. What happened in the tunnel? Yes, of course. The gambler's pale, gaunt face and the vicious, bright red blood oozing from his slit throat down the waistband of his pants. The metallic scent floods her nostrils again. Kira blinks, trying to push the memory away. She wants her mind to block it out. She withdraws the mask from Phantom as if it burned her. With him, I need to be 100 times more careful. Especially if he's Fox. He's not a fox, he's psycho. But this one is at least not insulting, and yet I didn't become who I am just to cover a face like this. I don't like his response. I need to think a bit more. Maybe you should try it on yourself. Take a breath. Why are you so nervous about it? Kira exhales, lowering her hand. The plastic of the mask suddenly feels unnaturally heavy. She presses it against herself and feels a dull, powerless anger boiling inside. Her attempt to expose Fox has failed. Her pressure gets her nowhere, but for him, it gives him an edge. Clarity doesn't come. On the contrary, doubts multiply, adding new shades to the unease. Under her skin, fear slowly spreads. Why did he make it clear he was nearby? What's his goal other than to toy with her a little longer? Why did he drag her here to the black market, a breeding ground for crime, a criminal hub? The girl shivers and finally lifts her gaze to the dark, looming outlines of the factories. Distracted by the mask she hadn't even taken in Morvaine, her eyes are drawn to the toxic neon signs. Instead of familiar names, the facades are splashed With primitive symbols, Kira sees 3 X's, the outline of pistol, a pill, and a grotesque face frozen in ecstasy. She flinches as the silence is suddenly caught by an unnervingly cheerful voice. Welcome to Morvaine! My name is Adam Vox, and I'm your guide to the black market. The 5 of them look around in confusion. His voice echoes naturally over the empty night street as if they were at a city fair. Today, I'll take you on a mandatory tour on this mysterious and grim place. Try not to fall behind. Kira eyes the man spectacly. Friendly smile, but his eyes doesn't laugh. The right side of his face is scarred. An ugly, grotesque rib cage pendant hangs from his neck with 2 heads sprouting from it. An intrusive scent of sharp perfume makes her wince. Mandatory tour, really? Interesting. The guide waves his hands, pointing to the city behind him. Let's start with Welcome Street. A sharp clip of the tongue abruptly cuts off his enthusiastic speech. The corner of Adam's mouth twitches in offended annoyance. Who made that sound? I'm not fighting this nonsense fun at all. I can find my own way. Luckily, I know my bearings in hotels. In halls like this. On that note, I will excuse myself. He turns to leave, but Adam freezes. His voice shifts from cloyingly sweet to still in an instant. I care deeply for the comfort of our guests, and therefore I'm afraid attendance on this tour is compulsory for everyone. No exceptions. No exceptions. Phantom rolls his eyes. Kira feels the tension slowly building. She instinctively steps back, waiting to put distance between herself and the epicenter. The guy lowers his head in disappointment, then slowly reaches for the edge of his jacket and dramatically pulls the fabric aside, forcing a sharp, nosy gasp. Kira notices the black, gleaming handle of a pistol tucked at his waist. Pink neon signs reflect off the metal. What the hell is going on in here? We are being welcomed by a maniacal tour guide? Really? Try to remember. A gun? What the? So that's how mandatory this tour is, really? Pfft. Seriously? I'm afraid so. You can't skip such a riveting event as the history and rules of Morvaine as presented by Adam Vox, that is me. The only one unfazed, quite the opposite, is Phantom. He clearly enjoys the obvious threat. What a weak performance. For someone used to moving in dangerous circles. Did you really think I... He lets his tattooed knuckles slide down his side, demonstratively lifting the jacket hem just slightly. There, the firearm glints again. This is insane. a maniacal tour guide is having a gun measuring contest with a complete psycho in front of everyone. A duel? Win, and your thrilling tour of the local dumps continues. The guide falters, realizing the balance of power has shifted against him. A shadow of doubt flashes across his scared face. But no. Yes. For me, everything is allowed. The guide falls silent, acknowledging defeat. He doesn't want an open conflict. I want to stay here. It will be safer in a group. Well, I don't know this guy. Probably. The tour guide pulls himself together. He buttons up his jacket, hiding the gun. He scrutinizes the remaining four, then asks a trace of offense in his tone. Anyone else carrying a firearm? Unfortunately, no. May I begin? God, why? Adam walks, spreads his arms wide. His voice is quieter now, carrying coaxing, almost intimate notes. I didn't watch this American Horror Story. Yes. No. Sometimes they copy some actors, yes. Sometimes it happens, yeah. Black Morvaine didn't appear overnight. 50 years ago, the factories shut down production and left the workshops emptied out. There were all kinds of rumors about why, but the most mundane reason, the industrial town was cut off from the new highways. At some point, it became outdated and unprofitable. The money vanished, though no one even bothered to demolish the ruins. It wouldn't have cost too much to bury a giant like that. But the man pauses, and his eyes glint strangely in the neon light. Legends are juicier than facts. Workers lived and died here for generations without ever leaving. And the local rivers is so heavily poisoned with chemicals that the soil is practically radioactive. Some still notice anomalies, mutations in the wildlife. Adam slowly taps his bony fingers against his heavy, grotesque pendant. The metal skeleton with two heads emits a dull, unpleasant clink. Guys, if I'm telling some words not right, you can write how to read them right. After some time, I will see that and will slowly remember how to read it. It's the game room, lol. The only thing I put on TV. Formula 1. If not that, it's ruins. Well, I was watching Ghost in the Shell 1 year ago, kinda, in the cinema theater. Two-headed hares, foxes. He points to a building with shattered windows where the outlines of some crates can be made out behind the bars. At first, the ones who came here were those who simply needed somewhere to wait out a storm, small-time crooks, runaway thieves. But then the real beasts followed. Those who realized if the city doesn't officially exist for investors, it doesn't exist for the law either. The abandoned workshops were perfect for warehouses. Morvaine became a massive transit point, a black hole through which tons of gods passed. Adam stops by a wall covered in strange symbols and his voice drops to a whisper. Client lists grew. Weapons, banned stimulations, organs, information. Things were brought here that couldn't be exposed even on the deepest layers of the darknet. Kira feels a chill run down her spine. The city once died, but now it's alive again. You can take all the choices. I want to exchange a glance with Isaac. She steps closer to the brooding, silent type and looks up at him, trying to guess what he's thinking. What? Meow. What? Hello, Musical Insanity. Welcome. No, what is in on it? Maybe he knows. He's thinking three things at once with all his personalities. She steps closer to the brooding, silent type and looks up at him. Thank you, Musical Insanity. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello. Thank you so much. Trying to guess what he is thinking. Isaac immediately catches her intent. He doesn't move, only gives a slight shrug and tilts his head, lowering his voice to a near whisper. I'd like to see a two-headed hare. Because Fox is you? Because you are Fox and you want to see two-headed hare? Because you have even 3 heads, darling? You have 3 personalities. This grandfather from the car, he said like there is 3-headed beast, something like that. So you want to see a 2-headed hare because Fox is staying right here. I'm looking at him right now. Yes, Isaac. Yes, Isaac. Is he messing with me? The girl studies his eyes, trying to detect any double meaning. But Isaac is calm. His lack of emotion paired with such strange words is disorienting. And you? She hesitates for a second. Definitely not. Maybe they've got normal ones too. You said you had been here before. Is it always such a show? Nah, first time. Sorry guys, I remember I fell in love with him in this episode, so I will fall in love with him again, guys. Wait. But I wasn't coming to the black market. I got a call about my brother. Take another look. I want to exchange a glance with Kaiden. She matches her pace with the biker and catches a flicker of mild interest on his face, and he listens to Adam. Ordinary interest, the kind you have on an average tour. Kaiden is curious and like the others. I wouldn't call that strange. A blogger's instinct crawl into any hole for the sake of reach. In today's world especially. Hype is worth more than safety. She doesn't ask herself whether she truly understands where she ended up. Kaiden leans toward her and says quietly, "You know, this isn't how I imagined it at all." Me neither. I thought there had be people in balaclavas with guns. Total anonymity, grim mystery, that kind of thing. Not a tour. Laura. She waits for Laura, walking a step behind the others. She looks like the tour has thoroughly pissed her off. Hands shoved into her pockets. A skeptical stare. Noticing the approach, Laura clicks her tongue. A guy with a gun stuffed in his pants, enthusiastically rambling about factory history. What a bizarre scene. That's how psychopaths are made. Better to half listen and nod like an idiot. Which is basically what I've been doing. Kira casts a quick glance at the back of Adam's head. Bizarre. Guys! Can you write the normal version? Why all of you writing different things? Bizarre. Okay, Call Him Kitten and Mirai Vibes kinda wrote the same thing. Bizarre. He keeps He keeps gesturing wildly, describing the charms of the abandoned warehouses. His enthusiasm unsettles her. Take another look. Adam notices where she is looking and smiles ominously. He's kind of a creep. I'd have to agree. Please, silence! Hello, Henry, welcome. How are you, Henry? I can't play a song now, I'm playing a game. Allow me to continue. Allow me to continue. Over here, to your right, we have what we call the inside-out wardrobe. If your liver's failing and you have started turning yellow, do pay a visit. It's a marvelous place. There are always fresh arrivals. They work fast, anonymously, and almost without anesthesia. In Morvaine, we value sincere emotions. This is an organ market? Just last week, gentlemen traded a kidney here for a brand new log and a pack of stimulants. In my opinion, that's an excellent investment in one's future. Ah, really? Alright. After all, you have got two. He gestures toward a basement from which the sharp smell of sulfur and burnt plastic drifts out. And over there, our apothecaries. They have blends that will make you feel like a god and others that will make you forget your own name. Next, my personal favorite, the Lost and Found. They sell people there. If you need a hitman or just someone to silently listen to your complaints about life. Isaac lets his gaze linger on the alley longer than the others do. Adam steps closer to the girl, dosing her in his suffocating perfume and winks. Interesting fact about Morvaine, absolutely everything is for sale here. Isaac extends his arm and slowly moves the guide away from his companion, then asks evenly, "Do they sell two-headed hares there too?" What are you talking about, these two heads, darling? Are you talking about you and your brother who doesn't exist and is your brother? And the third one head is Fox. And you need two heads. You need two heads. Why would Isaac even go to Morvaine with such a tour guide? He has been in Morvaine many times. I think he's just listening to the rules. I don't know. It's strange. No, but maybe yes. I strongly recommend you find out for yourself. Did he just stand up for me? Adam leads them past a display window where something floats in formaldehyde, suspiciously resembling a human hand clutching in a business card. Kira feels her stomach tighten at the casual way the guide describes the market for organs and substances. She notices Kaiden going pale as well. Adam stops at the entrance to the red sector where fresh bullet marks scar the walls. You may purchase any goods and wonder whether you like, except... He pauses meaningfully and his eyes instantly lose their famed cheer. The farthest alley by the river. Fucking river! I wouldn't advise going there unarmed, unless, of course, you are planning to become part of the lost and found inventory. And by the way, he reaches for the lapels of his jacket again, and with a sharp motion pulls out the gun. The group instinctively tenses, but Adam merely tosses the weapon carelessly into the air and easily catches it by the barrel. Laura narrows her eyes, putting something off about the gesture. Real guns don't fly like that. It's a replica. High quality plastic and proper weight. It works wonders for tourist discipline. You slimy bastard. Comedian. Impressive immersion. I almost believe we had been shot right at the entrance. Better safe than catching a bullet in the forehead. Why Isaac is so shocked that, like, if he is coming here for not for the first time, why he is impressed that this guy have a bullet, like a gun. Maybe in the past he wasn't talking with this guy. I don't know. I don't understand, like, why. Though in polite society people get their fingers broken for jokes like that. I will tell you about Morvaine's rules later. For now, I've earned a coffee break. What rules? All in due time, fearless girl. He stops and jerks his hand for the side, pointing at a heavy, battered door above which a neon image of a bed flickers. The blue light pulls peeling pants and layers of old flyers out of the darkness. Here is your lodging. And just like on a plane, no switching seats. The arrangement is final. And remember, Morvaine sleeps during the day and wakes up at night. With a theatrical turn, Autumn lifts the muzzle of the fake gun to his lips and blows away imaginary smoke before finally disappearing into the darkness of the valley. His quiet laughter vibrates in the air for a while longer. The four of them freeze beneath the sign. Kira skeptically studies the entrance. Thanks for follow. Which looks as though, at best, a damp basement awaits them behind the door. Well, at least on a plane it makes sense. Yeah, so when it crashes, they can identify your charred body by your boarding pass, though it usually ends up in pieces anyway. Maybe all the other rooms are already taken? Let's talk, let's check it out. From the outside, it looks like a regular flop house. Looks like a flop house on the inside too. Kira steps over the threshold and freezes. A heavy stench of dust, dampness, and machine oil hits her immediately. The place turns out to be an abandoned workshop of an old factory, hastily converted into living quarters. Bare concrete walls press in with their grayness, here and there covered in graffiti, someone's tags or warnings. A single dim bulb under the ceiling barely pushes back the gloom. Rows of clanking iron bed flames like in someone cheap military field hospital. It's not exactly cozy here. This is exactly how I imagine prison. Instead of nightstands, heavy iron safes with peeling paint stand beside each cot. Nothing else. I wonder if those locks even work. I wouldn't want to wake up without my phone. Or without a kidney. Did you come to Morvaine with only one? 3. 3! Again! Isaac, what are you talking? What are you doing, Isaac? What are you saying 3 again? What the fuck is that? 3-headed beast. It's so obvious he is the fox. If he is not the fox, I don't know who should be. He already said about this 2-headed animal twice. Now he say about 3. Oh my god. You see it, guys? You see it? Fox. It is obvious. I'm starting to think it's too easy. Yes, that's the problem. Maybe he have 3 brothers? I don't know, guys. I mean, they are 3 Oh my god. Kira grimaces and cautiously nudges aside some trash lying near the entrance with her foot. What a grim place. Laura walks up to the metal safes and gives one of the little doors a hard yank. It gives way with a grunting screech? Junk. I'm not leaving anything in there. There aren't even any outlets. Nowhere to charge. I've got a power bank. Me too. How thoughtful of you. Fine, since we can't switch beds, let's see who is being assigned where. There are some plaques here. 3 beds in one room and 2 in the other. I don't think Phantom will sleep, by the way, here. Right on the wall above each headboard, scrawled crookedly in chalk, are words. Kira recognizes them instantly. The ones the old Draven had sung. A 3-faced Bane, a killer, and a traitor. Like this is for them? Who is a traitor, guys? Who is a traitor? What is a traitor? I don't remember. This is for Phantom. What is traitor in Russian, guys, to help me? Please. She's more about the traitor than a killer. Предатель. I thought that girl is a traitor. If three-faced Bane is Isaac, killer is a phantom. Yes. Traitor should be Kaiden. We said we are the traitor last time. And phantom killer. Phantom is a killer. Yes. Isaac, three-faced Bane. It's all about the drama, of course. Traitor should be Isaac now. I don't know why like this. In the other room, on the same gray walls, stand the curt words, a lost one and liar. So that girl is a liar? I mean, Laura. I think Laura is lying. A lost one, it's we are? Maybe we lost? A lost one. Also, it's Isaac's brother. He is also lost one. He is also lost one. Okay. No. So a lost one can be Laura also. And we can be a liar. We can be liars too, guys. Okay. Is this some kind of criminal folklore? A gang counting rhyme? But now we know. Now we 100% know that Phantom is a killer. Isaac is this three-headed beast. And traitor should be Kaiden now. Kaiden is a traitor because guys in one room, girls in the other room. So Kaiden should be a traitor. But who is he traiting? Why is he a traitor? Either that, or we are meant to choose who we want to be, or who we are, or who we will become. A brief silence settles over them. Kira exhales and crosses her arms, ignoring the exhaustion of the long day. The last thing she wants is to assign deep meaning to the ramblings of a mad old man. The others clearly share her mood. Laura irritably waves a hand at the words scratched into the concrete. To hell with these riddles. Let's just pick bets and crash. Thanks for follow. Welcome. How are we splitting it up? How are we splitting up? Yo, welcome. Easy. The women take one room. There are two beds, just like us. And your little herd of Brutus can settle into the one with three, I mean. Why a herd of Brutus right away? Because you are all the same. All instinct, zero respect for personal space. Kira bites this inside of her cheek. Laura's suggestion makes sense, and yet she still doesn't know which of them is Fox. Fox also have three letters. How to say it? Three. 1, 2, 3. Fox. X. He was a crime blog and interviews killers. Maybe he is betraying the criminals by getting close to them first and then telling the police. Maybe. Letters. I don't know who is safer to be around. Her gaze moves from Isaac's composure to Kaiden's restless energy, and finally to Laura's sharp edges. In each of them, she sees both potential ally and a cold-blooded manipulator. They are all equally suspicious. It makes no difference who I share 4 crumbling walls with. It makes difference, girl. You should be with a woman because really, it's more safe for you. But to tell the truth, I believe Isaac, I believe Kaiden, they will not do nothing bad to me. Like, I really believe them. They can't do nothing bad. I feel so but a phantom can. Fatigue restless with a paranoia inside her, but suddenly curiosity outweighs fear. Strong? Isaac? If Fox wants me to track him down myself, then I need to get closer to each of them. Listen more carefully, catch the shifts in tone, look for slips, and cover Fox's identity. Take back the cursed laptop. The only person still tying her to anything resembling a normal world. If you can't even call prison walls normal. You planning to keep the makeup on? I'm going to wash my face. Go and wash your face, please. Yes. I hope this time there will be no lags. Is there even any soap here? There is soap. There is a rope. Everything you could need. Dead inside boy. I'm joking. I need to talk to someone. The two of them walk off, leaving the girls alone. Laura runs her palm over one of the beds, pressing down hard of the sagging mesh to test it. The springs answer with a rusty, pitiful squeal. She clicks her tongue and sits on the edge. Her fingers slip down to loosen the tight laces of her boots. What a dump. I'm adding this flu trap to the top 3 worst places I've ever had to sleep. I'm almost afraid to ask what the other 2 were like. From a distance come to the muffled voices of Isaac and Kaiden. Honestly, it's probably better that they stormed off. It makes things calmer for us. If only. I barely know any of you. Sweetheart, we need at least a couple hours of blackout before Morvaine's real nightlife wakes up. Trust me, you don't want to face it with a foggy head. I'm not sure I can fall asleep here. That's just because you are still vertical. Exhaustion rearranges priorities fast. I wouldn't recommend skipping sleep. Alertness drops noticeably. And in a place like this, we will surely need it. Here is the plan. We sleep in shifts. I will go first, you keep watch by the door, then we switch. Wake me in 2 hours. Deal. Lie down. Kira watches as Laura pulls a short knife from her inner pocket. She tucks it under her pillow and goes still, not letting go of the handle. Her eyes close. Half asleep, she murmurs, "Don't worry, I won't hurt you first. But my philosophy is simple. In this place, everyone is on their own." Is that why you didn't believe anyone in the car? That's my default setting. I've got connections. Never trust words without action. Let them prove they are worth it first. Until then, they are all just windbags to me. There is one small comfort in all of this. She's probably not Fox. Kira lowers herself onto the neighboring bed. Laura steals something in her. My English is so bad to understand what are they talking about. What is fondness? What is steers? Okay, I like fondness. It's a good it's a good word, very beautiful. She studies the relaxed lines of the girl's face and wonders what exactly made Laura so strong, distrustful, and dangerous in every reflex. Yet beneath the blonde roughness, something else still breaks through. Concern? Like the offer to stand watch by the door, the only way she knows how to say that here in this hole, Kira can't feel safe. The next few hours pass slowly but peacefully. Kira flinches at the familiar notification chime and reaches into her pocket for her phone. A system banner from Valor Strike glows on the screen. You have missed a daily login. Return to the world of shooters right now to avoid losing your daily bonuses. Perfect timing, thanks, sure. She automatically taps the icon, just wanting to swipe the irritation after alert away, but instead of the usual loading screen, a blank field pops up. Enter password. The girl freezes. She memorized her own password long ago, her brother's birthday, the date their parents died, and the nickname only jerk calls her, the last one capitalized. As if a password has to contain a piece of your biography. The whole point is that these numbers and letters are something you could never forget, and that no one else could ever guess. She enters the characters, feeling that her fingertips tremble slightly, but the phone suddenly throws an access error. Did Fox decide to hijack my account in retaliation? With every move he makes, he looks less like a dangerous hacker and more like a butthard failure. I can't afford to fall behind. Scamming anonymous users is a delicate craft, though some of them fall for a fake like children. Right now, Fox has the super upper hand. I will find him, but for now, her eyes begin too close. Everything she's lived through in the past 24 hours, the apartment break-in, the masks, the gaming club, the living corpse, the murder, the strange fellow travelers, the trip to Morvaine, all of it blurs into one abstract hum. She falls back onto the bare mattress, bends one knee, and exhales. I will come back after 2 minutes. Wait. I'm here, guys. I'm sorry I am late. 2 minutes later. I'm so slow today. Really. I want to see what is the weather. 25. Oh. Oof. Crazy. My head hurts. Okay, let's go. She falls back onto the bare mattress, bends one knee, and exhales. Her eyes drift shut, though through the encroaching darkness, she barely makes out a voice. I remember our deal. I will watch the door. Sleep. I will wake you in 3 hours. Why is it when you're at your limit, even a flop house feels comfortable? On the next why, her consciousness finally cuts out. Kira slips into sleep. She is awakened by footsteps. Beyond the door, in the dim corridor, a tall black figure passed by several times. Laura shushes her quietly but firmly. Watch your step, Kira is asleep. I didn't mean to. Why are you bouncing around like that? Looks like the black market is coming to life. Kira cracks her eyes open. The word market detonates in her mind. The black market. See? You woke her. You grump. Laura is so nice, by the way. I need to go there. The girl bolts upright in bed, and remnants of sleep vanish instantly. A strange certainty presses in her chest. That's aware among stolen hardware and resolved software, she has every chance of finding her laptop. The drowsiness fades completely, replaced by feverish resolve. I will wait outside of your coming. Yeah. You haven't washed your face yet? I'm just on my way. I was busy. Kira nods in response and waits a couple of minutes before stepping out into the corridor. And that's now this moment when I fall in love with Isaac. Because I saw this fucking... She lights the way with a flashlight. The beam catches vague graffiti on the cracked paint of the walls. Her gaze falls into the gap of a slightly open door. A faint greenish light seeps through. I don't know what changed in me, but after this, what she sees chills her to the core. After this, I changed my opinion a little bit. Let's make a screenshot about the Isaac. I don't know, guys, why. Really, I don't know. Okay. Isaac stands bracing. I don't believe he have this body because he looks not so. I think he's not like this. It's too much. I don't know. I just thought like something. I just thought like that. All right. Isaac stands, bracing himself against the sink, bare-chested, and the white makeup is no longer on his face. Finally. Kira immediately lowers her eyes. Guys, do you see these on his how to say it in English? I don't remember how to say it in English. That I have here. Bruises, yeah. Really, lots of them, lots of them. Why do he have them? He was fighting with someone or what? It is strange. Really. Kira immediately lowers her eyes. Yes, guys, I have this one because of a blood test only, and that's all. She doesn't dare stare openly, brazenly. She tries to shake off the feeling that she just saw something she shouldn't have. With his torso exposed, washing his face feels to her like something intimate. Why did he have undress? Her mind answers on its own. I don't know. It's probably not that easy to wash off makeup, I mean the paint. The fleeting image won't leave her alone. On Isaac's bag there were actually heel traces of beatings? Or was that just her imagination? Following the branching corridor outward, she steps back into Morvaine. Not only this picture made me fall in love with him after this episode, guys. This picture was just like, he exists. Isaac exists as a character with whom we can make love. And then how he acted with us made me like change my opinion about him. The night air carries a chill. Isaac is nowhere in sight. Creepily, Kira studies a sign, clothes for rent blend in with the crowd of cycles. Below it, scrawled by hand, free if your rags are worth more than ours. I probably shouldn't stand out because of my clothes. Some characters in the story may react to your outfits. Let's look again. Yeah, it's the best one. Yes. Isaac waits silently, leaning against that brick wall of the old workshop. His gaze travels slowly from head to toe. Isaac approves your outfit. Ew. It suits you. I don't know why, but I liked it so much. By the way, we don't have a makeup, guys. You finally can see how Isaac looks without a makeup because of the lag. It was a lag, you know, on the first episode, and we didn't saw his normal face almost never. Now, no lags here. Something is special about him. I don't know what. I mean, the clothes. They do. Very much. Thanks. You washed your face. Nice of you to notice. Why did I even say that? To avoid giving myself away for what I saw? Isaac lights a cigarette. The first drag pulls a cough from him, but he inhales deeper, hiding the disgust behind a stone-faced expression. Did you start recently? A while ago. But every time they are just as disgusting as the first time. Then why smoke? Just because. A grown-up way to calm the nerves. Is he worried about his brother? Or he even exists? If he even exists. Isaac holds her gaze longer than normal eye contact usually lasts. Yes, Mirai vibes. Yes, Mirai vibes. It balances on the edge between unsettling intensity and the senses that he is retreating deep inside himself. It's the kind of look that usually makes you glance away first just to stop feeling like you are being scanned. And yet something about it is strangely magnetic, keeping you from breaking the connection. For the first time, here beneath the cheap neon glow of criminal dive bars, Kira notices the Isaac's arises are a blush black. The line between Irish and purple is almost erased, as if that darkness has no bottom. You're a little unsettling when I really look at you. Or maybe that indifferent is actually a form of humanity in response to pain? Isaac tosses the cigarette butt into a trash can without putting it out and pushes off the wall. I don't know why you need the black market, but if you're ready, let's go. Oh, don't tell me you don't know, you know everything. Fox. Let's go. Kira dances as they descend the steps into the basement. Isaac says the lower floors of factories are the safest. That's where valuable goods used to be stored. Isaac says they were strategically important sites. Isaac says they were secured workshops. For raw materials, maybe, not for workers. There weren't any wars here. That didn't stop people from fearing them. Bomb shelters are Cold War relics from the 60s when panic over atomic war was rampant. Hello. Her grim acquaintance is unnervingly calm, as if he's as if he's on tranquilizers, or as if he's seen enough in life that everything has lost its age. It unsettles her, but Kira can't find the right moment to ask. By the way, you should hide the mask. Why? Am I right in assuming its owner is your enemy? How can you know that this owner is my enemy? I even never told that, Isaac. I never told that the owner of the mask is my enemy. How can you even think about that? I never told nothing bad. No. I was curious whose mask is it, but it's not. It's my enemy. I don't know. Enemy. Formed friend. Hide it. You don't know who his new friends are. A little caution wouldn't hurt. With a short snort, she slips the mask into her backpack. The black market basement greets them with the atmosphere of a provincial bar, a dense hum of voices mixed with bitter cigarette smoke. The space itself is a massive concrete columns stretched in rows into the darkness. Here and there, neon signs with strange symbols illuminate them. merchandise? Not merchandise. Criminals' crests. What crests? Family crests. Knights used to have them. Only here it's clans of thieves, smugglers, killers. They need to protect their brand. You're kidding. I'm not. Okay, I am. That didn't take long. I think they really are gods. A hint at what's behind sold. Going? Going good. Kira exhales loudly, scanning the dance crowd with a wary gaze. Anxiety grips her, laced with adrenaline. On one hand, not everyone gets to step into a place like this. On the other, she's surrounded by truly dangerous people. She feels like a player who logged onto a server full of top-tier cheaters without a single buff. Alone. No money, no allies, no weapon. In gamer terms, I'm turning a bear account. Isaac studies the crowd in silence, eyes fixed, searching. And how exactly are you planning to find your brother here? I'm going to listen to conversations. Listen to conversations? Why? The outsider leans closer, lowering his voice. I don't have experience in this kind of world, but I've seen enough in games, in movies. The boss stars holding my brother, they definitely don't want me tracking them down. Oi, I don't know, they're very strange, like I will just listen to the something, to the, what are they talking about? Like what? It's so stupid to say that, really? It's so stupid to say that, Isaac. You don't have any plan. Because, like, the reason that you came here seems to me very strange. So walking around with his photo would be pointless. If you want to know what people really deal in, you listen to what they say. They might be talking about random crap, childhood trauma, migratory birds, traffic jams. Traffic jams? But it's all coded language. And what does that mean? Childhood trauma means injury, a possible hit job. And the deeper they go into it, the less chance the target has on living to see morning. And migratory birds? Girls with contraband inside them crossing borders by plane. Isaac falls silent for a moment, watching a shabby man in a greasy jacket shuffle past. If they say the bird didn't make it, that means someone's stomach acid was stronger than the plastic. The goods dissolved into the bloodstream. Oh God. If they say the crowd called, it means the courier tipped off the corpse. And if the wood got through, congratulations, someone just earned themselves an unscheduled lobotomy with a piece of rebar. I'm never going to look at the birds the same way again. Why so complicated? What do you mean? They all know they are criminals. They don't need to choose their words for outsiders. Isaac shrugs. I don't know, probably for fun. By the way, where did you get all this info? It isn't my first time in Morvaine, I told you. I've heard all this before. You suspect Isaac, it's Fox! Quiet type. He never admitted what he streams about. He's been here before and told me to hide the mask so no one would recognize him. If you hear about these migratory birds, how will that help with your brother? I will find those who know where they hide people. make them want to help me. Isaac and Kira move deeper into the black market. Yes, totally right. Guys, my head hurts so much. I feel bad, like I have a burn, like you know, like I was laying on the beach, and sun hurt my and breathing garbage air. Yes. Ooh. No, I will end reading and then lay down. And also because I'm breathing a lot when I'm talking. Oh my god. My head hurts and it's waving a little bit. Whew. Isaac and Kira move deeper into the black market. They pass shelves hastily assembled from wooden crates and covered with rags. Well, I don't know, maybe. The crowd hums with fragmented voices, bargaining, punctuated by threats. Here and there, rough laughter echoes. Isaac walks ahead without slowing. Neon tubes flicker overhead, casting harsh light that picks out a tattooed neck here and the glint of a short blade there as a merchant lazily peels an apple. Suddenly, he stops and turns to her. An unfamiliar smile plays on his lips. Wanna play? You want to play with me like Fox played with me, Isaac. Like Fox was writing to me, wanna play? Fox also was writing to me, wanna play? When I'm playing that novel for the third time, I can see everything, guys. I can't. At what? Valor Strike, but I don't have an account, so let's play another game. I'm starting to suspect that he is not Fox now. I don't know, Talit Road. I don't know why. At what? Since you know this game from Isaac, he suggests it to you. Say who you see. We can give it a try. Then I'll pick the sucker. And you describe what you think his life is like. Let's go. Here in Morvaine's black market among actual criminals, the game feels absurd, and yet it eases the tension, forcing your mind to switch gears. They step into a corner. Isaac scans the crowd. He chooses a man sitting apart near a makeshift stall. One of the few with no one around him. Kira studies him. Middle-aged, with a rough, broad face and deformity near one eye. A cigarette clenched in his hand, his thoughtful gaze boring into empty space. No clients because, too expensive. Specific goods. It's very possible. That's why I said it. He also looks like an ex-con. Like everyone here. I keep making things up. Twice divorced, goes for flashy older woman, wants to give them stability, be a stronger shoulder to lean on, but he divorces them because they cheat on him. He catches them in his own house. The kids grew up long ago and moved out. They don't know what their father does. Sounds about right. You seem like someone who is good at reading people. Actually, I'm just pretending well. Occupational hazard look confident, even when you are talking nonsense. She scans a few passers-by, tattooed faces, shaved temples, bright jackets. A girl with a neon green mail follows them, spikes glinting on her collar. Kira nods to Isaac. Describe her. His expression turns focused, thoughtful. She's not a prostitute. She moves confidently among these types. If we lived 30 years ago, I'd say she's the boss's woman. She's standing near the gang, but now it's more like she's one of them. An equal member. I wouldn't be surprised if she runs them. The last guy has a line on his neck. Did you see it? No. Either someone tried to hang him, or he tried to hang himself, or she tried the collar on him. I will believe the third. Now it's my turn to guess. Pick Asaka. Actually, I wanted to say my name. Say my name, say my name. Oops. You were already curious about that. When you first met, Isaac made a positive impression on you. Yeah, that's right. You also said I was good. He squints, then asks, do you still think that? He's saying that because he is Fox and he feels some blame that he made that shit, stole the notebook and made all the... Oh, yes. Remember what I said when we were going to Morvaine? Yeah? I said I was ready to kill the bastards holding my brother. And you let me know you didn't trust me. So in your eyes, I'm a potential killer and a liar. Does that make me a good person? Kira hesitates. She sighs heavily, trying not to look away. Thinking through every word while looking someone straight in the face is harder than typing a message. There is no delete button here. Isaac's reaction is instant, and she can feel the silence between them becoming almost tangible. Look where we are. Morvaine isn't the place for us to ask whether you are a good person. Life didn't bring us here for virtue. But that doesn't mean you can't be a good in someone's eyes. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. I don't get it. Kira goes quiet, staring at Isaac in the dim glow of the black market. It's difficult for her to explain herself in person and difficult for him to understand. But her mind clings to the idea. She thinks about how she had say it if this were an online chat. Then she reaches out and touches the sleeve on his jacket. The leather feels cold against her fingers, but that's not what she's focused on. Kira gently pulls on his wrist. Such a cute manicure she have. No, I did made a screenshot. Okay. I don't know. I fall in love with him also because he started to talk like, do you think I'm a bad person? Like, I don't know, something happened, like I don't know, he was so pure when he said that. And I was like, and here on this picture he is so calm, he is so like, I like it. Of course he is crazy also, but I don't care. It's a game. The girl touches his multicolored bracelet, noticing the details for the first time. The plastic beads are worn, some faded with age. They are arranged unevenly, almost childlike. Kira lifts her face. You wear it because you love your brother. You're good to him, no matter what you have done. Here is an example. The tension Isaac carries like a second skin vanishes for a moment. She carefully pulls her hand away. A rare smile touches his lips. That makes things clearer. I will remember that. Isaac is starting to show emotions around you. Isaac lowers his gaze to the floor, then asks, so what do you need here at the black market? You told the truth about why you came. Are you looking for your thing? You could say that. Want me to help? And why would you care? Can you? I can. Try. I can try. You saw it, guys. Like, I can't help you because I stolen your laptop. And then try. All the time he's making that shit, guys. I can. Blood. Really? I can try. Isaac, don't play with me. Sorry, yes, for your account. I was a bitch, but let's play Valor Strike again and be friends. Yes, Mirai vibes. Also, he's talking like a fucking fox. He is talking like him. It's the same person. I'm sure. I love. Kira bites her lip and nervously drums her fingers against the fabric inside her pockets. On one hand, there is no reason to accept the offer. On the other, she loses nothing by letting someone help. Agreeing doesn't mean trusting. Doubts keep her from answering immediately, especially since Isaac has been here before. You can help. Isaac shrugs and gives a short nod forward. Then we can walk through the rows. Yes. Listen to conversations, see what's for sale. And maybe you will tell me how I can be useful. Alright. He doesn't even take a step into the crowd before a bad feeling hits him. The mass of people in the center of the hall starts to buzz dangerously. He glances back at the girl. Kira reads the same silent vigilance in his expressionless face that she saw at the sharing the pain meeting in front of Matt. Silent resolve. We need to get out of here now. What's happening? We just got here. I don't like the tension. The air smells like a funeral waiting to happen. We're living. Smells like he have such a good smell like an animal have. Kira peers into the crowd over Isaac's shoulder. He even looks like a fox, okay guys? Look at his face. He looks like a fox a little bit. Really, he looks like a fox. He have a fox eyes. On the Instagram, remember? Like... Oh, on the TikTok, they had a fox, this mask. Kira peers into the crowd over Isaac's shoulder. The dance mask suddenly cracks, forming empty space around two arguing men. One of them, a wiry guy in a crazy cap, starts screaming, splitting as he goes. She catches the words. "That was you bastard! You sold me dead liver! Because of you, my granddad died, you fucker! That's impossible! All of our organs are harvested from living donors, freshness guaranteed by contract." "What the hell kind of contract?" he yelled and fell apart 2 hours after operation. "If just didn't take, it happens. Your granddad was a pessimist on a biological level. I will give you a biological level right now." The screaming man jerks sharply and pulls out a pistol. The crowd flinches backward with a rustle gnawing over the shelves. Glass shatters, crates crack with a dry, harsh snaps. "Don't look." He is so nice. I can't. He is so nice, guys, with me. With her, with us. If you pulls hit the trigger, it will set off a chain reaction. Ricochets in a basement like these are merciless. Move toward the exit. Exit. Fuck. Faster. Exit. He is helping us, guys. He is helping. Isaac doesn't panic. With a cold expression, he nods forward, indicating a safe path. Kira gulps, shoving her hands into her pockets and tucks her head into her shoulders. She moves along the path Isaac silently marked, feeling him shadow for her every step. A deafening gunshot rings out, pounding against her eardrums. Then a few more. Someone in the crowd starts cursing. Someone else rushes for the exit. Behind her, she hears people trying to calm the shooter down. Someone like, "If you don't calm down, this barrel's going straight up your ass. Where have I ended up? How am I supposed to find the laptop among this? I don't even know how to talk to regular city folks." Left, there is the exit. Isaac is trying to look out for you. I know, he is so nice. And bad. But so nice. She glances back briefly and notices Isaac positioning himself to shield her from the fight with his body, guys. How can you not fall in love with him after he was washing his face, looking at us in the mirror like that, then being so shy, then asked like, "Do you think I'm a good person?" and then protecting us? How? Of course I fall in love with him. She glances back briefly and notices Isaac positioning himself to shield her from the fight with his body, at the same time making sure she doesn't see the worst of it or take a bullet. Of course I fall in love with him because he is so nice and bad. Shots behind them merge into a furious roar of cursing. Another shot thunders, heavier this time, closer. Several shadows dash past them, barely missing their shoulders, their movements silently coordinated as they head straight for the heart of the conflict. Kira glances back mid-run, catching a narrow gap in the doorway. A straight light filters through it. The cold, toxic neon of Morvaine's signs feels like the only salvation. They peel out into the street, leaving behind the roar of the brawl and the smell of burnt gunpowder. Outside, Kira catches her breath, leaning against a brick wall. A strong desire grips her to leave this place as fast as possible to forget the laptop. You okay? This feels insane. It's like we mean nothing in this massive world. Until someone threatens to sell our data on the dark web. It's like a lottery, like organ trafficking. You never know if the buyer will accept it or if it will go to waste. But here is the paradox. With a body, it's simple. The organ, the higher the price, the healthier. But with digital flesh, it's the opposite. The more painful your secret, the dirtier your history, the higher the markup. It's a time when blackmail is a premium commodity. Kira clenches her jaw until her teeth ache. Panic fades, leaving cold, calculated desperation. I can't give up. If I go back, I will put Jer in danger instead of helping him. No job, my savings are in my laptop, no access to my crypto valley. I have nowhere left to turn. The thought gnaws at her. Is Fox really that vindictive? Can a Valor Strike account really be enough to drive her into a city of criminals? If this is revenge for a stolen profile, Fox isn't just a hurt hacker. He's a maniac with a hyper-inflated sense of ownership. The basement door flies open. The fight spills out into the street. The shooter is dragged out by a few burly figures, the ones with the tattooed faces. Steel clanks, one pulls out a machete. Isaac nods at the girl. Let's get out of here. Better safe than sorry. Let's go. Their eyes catch the nearest sign, a bottle glowing in green neon. Don't bother looking for a safe spot. Any spot will do. Yeah, probably. The guide said the river alley was the only danger. If this is happening here, what's going on over there? The door swings open as the pair enter a bar. The first thing that hits her is outdated decor, like the place hasn't been touched since the factories were running. The air smells of tobacco and must. There aren't many customers, just a couple of occupied tables. It feels like some backwater bar in the middle of nowhere, where old folks come to play bingo in the morning and middle-aged wives pick up lovers in the evening. It's charming here. Let's just wait it out until everyone at the market shoots each other or calms down. I will go wash my hands. You coming? To the men's room? Oh, well, yeah. Why? So you're not alone. He's trying to protect us. She glances at the already miserable room and quickly decides to turn down the offer. Better you go alone? I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. He moves off, a tall, grim, lanky figure, first to one end of the bar, then after looking around to the other, he finds the right door and disappears. Kira exhales, searching for a place to sit. Her legs feel like lead. From outside come curses and a couple of more distant gunshots, muffled. Among the empty tables and the smell of old booze, it sounds like white noise. But the next sound hits harder, makes her heart skip a beat. A notification. Kira holds her breath and pulls out her phone. Network coverage in Morvaine is dead. Mobile data is non-existent. But her phone shows a single bar. Just enough. What the hell? A known number. But scanning the text, she instantly knows the sender. The tone is unmistakable. Silently, moving only her lips, she reads aloud. Well, hello. Again. Miss me yet? Glad you have arrived in Morvaine. First request, don't try to find me. You won't like the meeting. No other requests, only assignments. Ready for the first one? Remember, you have to complete them, all of them. Complete! You have to complete them, all of them, he said. And the interesting fact, guys, that Isaac went to pee or to wash his hands, my friend. And this fox started to ride in that moment when Isaac went to wash his hands. Like, why? You see? You see? Of course, I think he said, like, I will go to pee. But no, the truth is, I will go to write to you now, as a fox. Some messages. So... it's strange. He is trying to fix us at the moment, but yes. Of course, guys, I'm still... it's him 100%. As Toilet Road said, it can't be so easy like it's him. It can't be so easy. I'm still thinking, yeah, maybe it's him. But you know, the truth is, when I played first time, I didn't notice anything. Like, I felt that it can be him, but I didn't notice any things that I notice now. But thank you for washing your face today, Fox. Yes. But how can it be so easy that it's him in the beginning of the game? We just started to play and we already know who is the fox? How can it be so easy, guys? I don't understand. Is it really so easy that, okay, it's him? How it works? I'm not sure that it's him. She said it like the African meme. I don't know. In the beginning. Ah, yeah. That my favorite